Rules, standards, regulations and guidelines are documents that collate the methodical and technical specifications resulting from experience with or the development of a technology or activity. Standards exist in all fields of knowledge. Some of the most widely known are road signs, Morse code, paper sizes, the metric system, barcodes, the periodic table, and chemistry symbols. Some of these standards apply globally, while others are only adopted in some countries or professional sectors. Standards may have been developed privately or unilaterally by a company or government body, such as the manufacturing specifications of components compatible with a device by a specific manufacturer, or openly and publicly, such as HTML language, which enables web documents to be published. There are international agencies that collate and publish standards that various professional sectors voluntarily adopt as a rule. An example of this is the IEC, ISO, and IEEE. Some of these organisations have national equivalents, as is the case of Spain, which has the UNE for publishing ISO standards. The easiest way to find a standard is to know the exact name. Most of the time, this name is accompanied by a code that unequivocally identifies it. To find the standards that standardize file management in the field of documentation and that apply to all industries, we will look for the ISO 15489-1 standard. As well as the standard, you will also find manuals and articles that deal with the application of this standard. Many of these manuals and articles may be extremely useful when interpreting and applying the standard. If the standard has an equivalent in a country, the national agency's initials are added. For example, if you are looking for the Spanish standard corresponding to the ISO for design processes for human operator-centered systems, you add UNE-EN to ISO 13407. The search engine also finds rules and standards directly in databases such as the IEEE, which collates those in the fields of telecommunications and IT. You can write the keywords that you are searching for. For example, if you are looking for standardized ways of measuring the transmission quality of analog or digital telephones, you write Transmission Performance Telephone and select Standard as the content type. You can also find standards directly in a database that collates them. You can go to the International Electrotechnical Commission website and search for a standard. In many cases, the institutions that publish standards help in finding them by using conceptual maps to help locate easily what you are looking for. Many open standardization sites are organized thematically to make the search quicker, and they include all the documents that they have used to create the standard: working group notes, discussions, and draft documents. When you are looking for a standard, remember that it is important to make sure that it is not a draft or the working group notes. Remember that standards exist in all fields of knowledge, and that some are promoted by private institutions. But many, the vast majority, are open and apply to the everyday life of most professional activities to ensure their smooth operation.